I almost forgot to turn my sound off, but I remembered it just in time. We are going live. It's Sunday night. Yeah, I had to look at my screen. I'm trying to look at you, but I have to look at my screen just a little to make sure we're on the right spot and we're doing what we need to do. Oh, I look rough. Sorry about that, everybody. But it's Sunday night, and I am trying to be better about putting myself on Facebook while we're doing these live. So, big hair, don't care. Hi, Becky. It's Sunday. We're going to do a mystery card. Are you ready? I am. Well, I'm not looking forward to our storm. I have to do this weather update thing. Not looking forward to a storm tonight, but guess what? It's a holiday for you tomorrow. So stay home, stay dry, stay safe, and let's get to it. And make sure you say hello. Becky said hello. Make sure you say hello when you pop on here. I'm going to spin us around and put you up in I want to say the cradle, and we are going to make a card. Hey, Bethy. So here we go. You're going to turn around. You're going to see my screen. So, you're watching me watch myself. God, that's crazy. All right, I'm going to try to cover you up a little while I try to put you safely up in my... That never works for me when I use my right hand. We're going to try the left hand here. And here we go. I hope I don't spin anybody around and make you dizzy, but let's get to it. We're going to move our mouse out of the way. Oh, I want to put my phone on Do Not Disturb in case somebody, like my granddaughter, tries to call me. And let's get to our card for tonight. So tonight we're going to use 3 Sale-a-bration items. Sale-a-bration, as you know, is from January 4th to the 28th of February this year. And for every $50 you spend, either in the mini catalog or in the annual catalog, you earn products that you can choose for free from this brochure. And tonight we're going to use 3 items from this brochure. So I want to use this on page 9. We're going to use the sending support stamp set, because I feel like, we need to do sympathy cards every once in a while. So we're going to do a sympathy card tonight. So we'll be using that stamp set. I have my pages marked in case you hadn't noticed. We are going to also use the Beautifully Happy set. This is 2-step stamping, so you can choose to either just do the outline, or you could do the outline and the inner portion of the cards as well. So we're going to do some 2-step stamping tonight. Again, a second free gift that I received from my orders. And the last thing we're going to use, and I want to show you this up close, is the Dandy Designs 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. This is a mega bundle. It is 48 sheets, and I want to show you the paper. It is enhanced by the colors Balmy Blue, Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, and Petal Pink. And I want to show them to you because they are amazing papers. And I'm gonna try to show them all to you all at once. We'll see how this goes. I don't think I can do all at once. So we'll just do the print sides first, and then I'll flip them over and we'll do the other sides. You won't mind, will you? These are just, I love plaid. Plaid is one of my faves. So, I think we got to move our light a little bit. We got a little bit of a shadow going on here. We're going to put it down below here. Let's see how that works for us. See if that works any better without getting it in our picture frame. Yeah, there we go. And look at this. this balmy blue. You all know that I'm a purple, pink, red lady, so this reaches deep into my heart. These colors here. Yep, I'm still going here. We got some more. More. Some bright, another plaid. Some bright, and then we have some bright. They're gorgeous. Let's see if we can flip this over so that you can see all of the other beautiful sides. So you have 48 sheets of paper, but really each side has a different style and print on it. So just imagine, that's almost 200 choices that you can make with this paper. 48, I'm sorry, I can't even add 100. It's 96 choices in paper. So it is a mega set. So we're going to use that tonight. I wanted to show you all of those. I am in love with this paper. It's bright. It's subtle. Oh, and of course, because I know I forget to do this all the time, I'm Laura Pinio from Laura's Cards by Design. That is my site if you would like to shop with me there. We're going to use these sets, like I said, and I'm going to pull out our pieces. I have done some die cutting because I've been right here at my house, not going anywhere. So our directions say, our recipe says, you need a card base, and of course my favorite color for card bases is basic white, and I have a thick basic white card base that's 11 by 4 1/4, and then it is scored at 4 1/2. I'm sorry, at 5 1/2, and at 2 3/4. So on really what I did on one side is I scored the side in half again. So we have 5 1/2, 2 3/4, and 5 1/2. Those are our score measurements. We need to have a piece of cardstock that is 4 1/2 by 3. Got one of those right here. We need some scrap for some sentiment. I also need a piece of cardstock that is 4 by 2 1/2, and I chose the Calypso Coral, one of the colors, tonight. We need a scrap for focal point stamping, and we're going to do some of that tonight, and we have some scraps in here. I have a piece, so we got lots of papers going on. We need to have a piece of designer series paper that is 5 1/4 by 4, and I chose this. This is what I chose to use tonight. I was reading an article a little while ago about Woodstock, and this just reminded me of the 60s. So, flower power. That's what we're using. So this is our 5 1/4 by 4, and this is our 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And we're going to use both of those on our card tonight. So let's get busy. We are going to do some stamping, and we are going to do some die cutting. We're using our brand new balmy blue little mini boss. But let's start with, and we're going to do a little bit of fussy cutting for our focal point. So let's start with stamping our focal point. Are you ready? I want to use the flowers as our focal point for our card. So we're going to pull out the flower here. And I'm going to lay it down. And we're going to grab a block. I've grabbed some blocks. Get our flower, and I'm going to stamp it in crumb cake because I'm thinking this is light. It's beautiful, bright paper, but I wanted it to be a lighter color, and I want the flowers to stand out. So we're just going to stamp it up in crumb cake. Stamp it up, ink it up in crumb cake. And then we're going to stamp right on this piece of scrap paper we have. No particular reason, we're just going to stamp it that way. Beautiful. There we go. Now we need another block because I want to stamp my flowers. Remember, this is two-step stamping, and we have some flowers right here. And I'd like to use, so when we use these flowers, we're going to ink up, and it's going to fit right in here on our flowers. And I'm thinking that I want to use Calypso Coral and Petal Pink, which are the colors that are on here that we have. So I want to, I'm going to ink in the Petal Pink, ink in Petal Pink, and then I'm going to grab, we haven't used this technique for a while, I'm going to grab some Calypso Coral, and I'm going to grab a sponge dauber. Yep. And I'm just going to add some ink selectively on my flowers. Kind of just adding a little extra ink where I feel like it might, just kind of adding. Let's see how that does for us. Take my dauber off my finger, and then we're going to line up. Photopolymer stamps are so easy to use because you can look right through them and see where to line up your images. So let's give that a little tap. And of course, for some reason, I'm not seeing your comments because I moved things. Here we go. Hey, Joyce. There we go. Just have to put things back where they're supposed to be. Look, there's our flower. And no worries that we're not completely down in where the image is, because we can fix that by bringing in our blend. And we're just gonna kind of drag a little bit of ink right down. And it's okay that it comes over. It's okay. We have no worries here. Just a little magic. How we doing? What are you thinking? Tell me what you're thinking so far. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing my vision? Okay, let's grab another and let's do our leaves down here. Do you like two-step stamping? Have you done it before? Talk to me. Tell me what you're doing. All right. Now we're going to ink up in Pear Pizzazz, because that's another one of our colors. Just lightly inking it, and then I'm going to do the same thing we just did, and I'm going to use Old Olive. And I just want to kind of maybe take a little bit of that Pear Pizzazz and move it around. I feel like we didn't get an even stamp, so move it around a little. Let's grab a little Old Olive and kind of, remember on our leaf image there's some veins in the flower, so, or in the leaf. Yeah, in the leaf and part of the image there's some veins, so we're just going to add a little bit of Old Olive here. And my Old Olive looks like it needs a little love, a little inking. So, but that's okay. We're just going to add a little on here. Just kind of catch some edges. Let's see how we're looking. And let's try to line this up without getting my big old noggin in the way. I know I have to kind of hold my breath. Hey, Vicki. Thanks for joining in with us. We're doing a focal point sympathy card using free Sale-a-bration items. Oh, I did a much better job inking that one. Did you see that? Ooh. Okay, so we've got those done. I want to add some color, and we could use, there is stamps to do this piece up here, but I figured we're going to use a little stamp and blend. Why not? So I've got the light grainy apple green, and we're just going to come in and do a little gag. I think that's so funny when people say gag for granny apple green, but hey, it works. So we got a little gag in there. Did you see that? It took me like 2 seconds. And then we're just going to add a little bit of the light fresh freesia. I don't have any fresh freesia in the card, the designer series paper that we're using tonight that I chose, but this, using the light kind of just brings these colors together. Perfect. And of course, it wouldn't be a Laura card if we didn't use a little bit of Wink Estella. I think, can you think of any card that shouldn't be winked? But see how it just brings out that beautiful ink we put in the middle there? And we're just kind of loving it. Look, can you see that? Why wouldn't you use Wink of Stella? Oh, just love it. All right, we have that inked. I'm going to set it aside for just a second. I'm going to bring in some more scrap, because we have some more scrap here. And we need to do sentiment. And remember I said I wanted to do sympathy. So here's what I think. I think we should do, there are so many ways you might feel right now. Alone shouldn't be one of them. Are you good with that? Oh, thank you. I agree, Bethy and Bling. So this set is a rubber cling set. Loving it too. So let's grab a couple more blocks here. And I think we should, okay, I think this is okay to do in Memento Black. This is our sentiment. So let's do this. I'm going to ink up with our Memento, and we'll do a little die cutting with some scalloped contour dies. What do we got here? Let's see. You might feel so many ways right now. I love that. There we go. That is beautiful. And then we're going to, we're going to also do our I'm going to grab another scrap because I'm feeling like I don't have quite enough room on there. But don't worry, we got plenty of scrap here. There we go. Here we go. So we got that one, and alone isn't one of them. I love that. You know, I love when the sentiments help me say what I'm feeling for somebody or with somebody. Alone isn't one of them. Shouldn't be. Alone shouldn't be one of them. Giving it just a second to transfer on there. By gum and by glory, I think we got it. Some scalloped contour dies. I know we got some of those. I just got to find the right side. Here we are. And here's what I think. I think we can cut out this because we're gonna, remember, we're making an easel card. So we need to be able to do that. And we have another piece of basic white, and my piece of basic white was already cut because, you know, I have all kinds of them. So I used this scallop contour die, I don't know when, and I die cut out this piece that our focal point's gonna go on. So just so you know, just so you know. All right, let's grab our mini boss here. And I just looked at my Stamp and Seal, and it looks like we're gonna run out of seal. So, we'll just have to change it. We're gonna grab and let's put our piece on here. I love this blue color. This is gonna be one of the new end colors. This is a sneak peek for our new annual catalog that will be coming out in the end of April. So exciting. I love this. I almost love this as much as I love Misty Moonlight. That was one of my favorite colors, and I'm not a blue girl, but I loved Misty Moonlight. All right, so we have that cut out, and I feel like oh, perfect. I think we have all of our part. Put it away, Laura, don't put it down. Feel like we have all of our stamping done now and coloring, and I'm just cleaning out the I thought there was something in those holes, and it's because I was holding it up against the white paper. Yeah, I couldn't see, but there. So we definitely know we're going to put dimensionals on the back of this. Definitely know that because that's how we're going to hold up our easel card. So when I picked this layout, I knew that we were making an easel card. I just didn't know what card we were doing until today. So we know we'll get our dimensionals ready. We do need to grab a pair of snips, and I'm sorry, you're gonna have to watch me cut for a minute here, but I'm just gonna cut out our flower. It won't take long, and we can chat. Tell me, do you have any questions for me? I guess that's where we'll start tonight. Got any burning questions that you need to want an answer to? If I don't know the answer, I can either find somebody that knows, or I will look it up and get back to you. So give it to me, girls. Talk to me. Tell me what you're dying to know about Stampin' Up. I would say about me, but my sister's on here, and you know, she would probably ask things about when we were kids and want to know why I'd done something naughty. And I know that you all think that I have never done naughty things in my life. So, any questions about two-step stamping or using the the sponge daubers? They are in our annual catalog, by the way. And while we're here and I'm waiting for you to ask me questions, I want to remind you that right now, if you're not a demonstrator, the amazing opportunity you have, or if you're a demonstrator and your time is coming to nearing the close of this event for you, you are eligible to re-sign and take advantage of the event as of the 4th of February, and the special goes until the 28th, so don't miss out on it. Oh, yeah, Lynn, you do know better than to ask me about being naughty. My sweet friend Lynn, we would never be naughty, especially together. But hey, you know. So, yeah, so the event, so right now, when you sign up, you get to choose $175 worth of product from either the mini catalog or the annual catalog or a combination of both for the special price of $99 plus tax. Free shipping on that order, and then you'll start to earn 20% off of any order you place after that. So the savings just get better and better. Now, I'm not going to cut down into all of this. I've done a quick job here, and we've made it right. Well, it's right as we can make it, but we've now created our focal point. I'm going to grab my little guillotine, and I'm going to chop up this sentiment that we made. So if all of that information is on my email, it's on my site, it is in my newsletters. If you don't receive my newsletters, reach out and let me know, and I will send it to you. Lynn, you're still making me giggle. Oh, here we go. All right, I'm just chopping this off. Be really careful if you're using a guillotine not to get your fingers caught. That would not be good. Okay, now I think we have all of the bits that we need. I'm gonna move all of this extra paper that we had to save our spots here. Just move it out of the way. Let's bring in our pieces. So we have our piece that we created that we're going to put our focal point on. And it's okay to have our stems come up off the top of our focal point. And yeah, if you know me, you know that I love my dimensionals. It just is a great way to bring whatever you're working on and get up a little and give it some more, really give it that oomph that you want things to have, especially when you know that people are loving what you've made. And it's a way to tell people that you love, that they're special to you. So we're going to put this up a little tight, just like this. Remember, it's our focal point. Focal point means that people know. And we're going to put this right over. So we're going to use a little seal. And we're going to put it right over our stem. Because you can feel so many ways. I dropped it. Now I have to pick it up and move it again. Oh my Lanta. You would think, wouldn't you? There we go. I think we got it straightened out there. Whew. That was a little scary. So there's our focal point with a little bit of our sentiment on there. Let's bring in the rest of our pieces. And we're gonna lay our sentiment right on here. On here. I grabbed the wrong one. Grab the one that goes on the inside of a card. Imagine I would do something as silly as that. Just little dots, little dots. I love, isn't this making you feel like spring. Like spring is coming. I think I read something today about spring is less than 70 days away. You know, our days are getting longer, and the sunset today was gorgeous. All right, we need a little bit on here, and we're gonna lay this right on here and see why it was okay that it hung over a little. Nobody's gonna know. Let's bring in our card base. We're gonna lay our piece of designer series paper that matches what's in the on the very tippy front of our card. And let's put it right on here, just like that. We have another piece that we're gonna lay on the inside of our card. Like this. Boop, boop. This is where we can write a little message to somebody and tell them how much they mean to us and that we are with them in love and thought and prayer, or whatever you want to say, whatever suits you best. But you do want to lay it down straight. Okay. Now we have our Calypso coral piece that's going to tie all this together. And we're going to do the same thing. But we're going to put it across the top here. Come on, we just need a little more. Don't feel me now. Feet, don't feel me now. This is going way up at the tippy top. We're going to space it evenly. Just like this. Oh, we're past our 7:30. Okay, now we're going to adhere this on the top here, but we're only going to do above this imaginary line, because eventually we're going to be able to stand it up. So I'm going to have an imaginary line across here. 1, 2, 3. And let's bring our card down and put it on here. And it's going to line up and cover the same piece on the bottom. Look how that matched. And then of course, we want to put the second part of our sentiment that will hold our card up. Just like that. So when you send this to somebody, they're going to say, there are so many ways you might feel right now. Alone shouldn't be one of them. And that's our card, girls. That's what I made with our mystery stamping tonight. Isn't that gorgeous? What do you think? Tell me. Tell me what you think about it. I love you all, and I just hope that this will bring a smile to the face of somebody that I send to that may need that extra special message. Ladies. Oh, thank you, Deb. Hey, Deb, I didn't even know you were here. Oh, thank you for saying it's beautiful, Lynn. Girls, there it is. That is our mystery stamping card for Sunday night. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I will be right back here. Looking forward to meeting with you on Wednesday for Stamping Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Thank you for the hearts. Love you bunches. Bye.